What's up, everybody? Sal Investor back at it again. Like and subscribe, follow me. Another crazy day. A lot of crazy things going on in this world today, and I kind of want to touch on the part of there's been a lot of layoffs happening, and how is this going to affect the world that we invest in, right? Well, from a shareholder perspective, if you own those companies like Facebook and Amazon and all those big companies, obviously layoffs means cost reduction, which means the dividend price will maintain height. So right now I have stock in NPL, right? They make I'm sorry, I think it's NPL. I don't really look at that. All I do is I see the deposits from the dividends a month and I take it out. But they are mortgage. They're basically a lending firm, and they lend mortgage. They're kind of like a off-market secure lender. So they lend money to businesses. They do corporate paper. They do all sorts of things, right? And we get a monthly dividend off of them. Well, so they cut their staff. They got down to a lean crew, which honestly I think the business could probably be run with less than 100 people, but that's my opinion. I think they have like 1,000. However, they're letting go people. They're just, reducing headcount. So my dividend now jumped. So instead of me earning about $5,000 a month off of it, I'm now earning close to like $6,500, $7,000. So I bought more, obviously. And even though the price is going down, I'm buying more because their numbers are good and they keep giving more dividends. So that's what I use to fuel crypto. Now, what's all this crazy is, of course, when people start losing their jobs, the money that they do have coming in, or the money that they do have, they're going to want to invest in anything that's going to get rich quick or get them to financial security. I don't need anybody, blah, 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 right? That's going to be bad. That's going to be bad for them. Good for us, right? Because what's going to happen is they're going to buy in. They're going to lose more money. Then they're going to want to sell, which lose more money, and then we get to buy up at discount prices. So I'm just sitting here. I got plenty of capital. I'm just sitting, waiting. I got ability to borrow, build all this stuff. So once this market really hits the true bottom, both in stocks and crypto, and eventually real estate, which real estate I don't think will hit a true bottom for another couple of years, right? I firmly believe that these people are going to start investing, because there's still plenty of YouTube videos out there and YouTubers out there that show financial success off of trading and all this stuff. So they're going to start taking courses. They're going to start to, so financial YouTubers are going to get a little bump on that, right? But they're going to start investing in dumb stuff, right? But it's going to cause the market to pump a little bit. So from now, probably till about February, we're going to get pumps. We're going to get a little bit, because of New Year's resolutions, all this other stuff. People like, this year, I'm going to be a millionaire. This year, I'm going to make it happen. This year, that's going to happen. This year, that's going to happen. What's going to happen is the big bottom out's going to happen. We're going to have a nice little relief rally. I'm going to cash out a little bit, add more to my pile. Once it goes down, my whole pile is getting deployed. And I'm trying to get to 7 figures deployment capital, so that way I can just go ape. So I could take $300,000, go right to real estate, and just start buying, just start getting loans. Because even if they're at high interest, with inflation rising, rent rising, everything rising, I'm charging more. So my loans are going down, and I'm able to pay them off quicker. That's just how it works. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing the type of stuff that I'm doing if you're trying to build, say, a nest egg. You got family, you got kids. Like I said, I'm a single guy. I don't have any kids. I don't have anything to worry about. If I fall off the face of the earth, I fall off the face of the earth. If I owe money, I owe money. Now, following my path could lead you to owe a lot of money. So this is why I say, like, people got to be careful. I would say you're getting to the point now is probably a good time to invest, but most of you should just be paying a certain amount every 2 weeks to your Betterment account, to your Robinhood account, or to like a Spider ETF or anything like that, right? You don't want to just pile money into one thing and hope it goes up. Because I've seen people, I'm piling money into, let's just say ETH, right? And it's like the most common thing I heard is, I put 5,000 into Doge and we're gonna be Doge. So, I don't think it's gonna work this time. It might have worked if you did this in like 2019 when it was worthless, and then all of a sudden it shot up to 50 cents, cashed out. You would have been fine. But the liquidity is kind of still there because people, for some reason, people just keep flocking to it. It's really weird. Kind of like the people that keep flocking to the Luna Classic coin. It's like I don't understand. The project's done, everything's done. Why even bother, right? But that's what people are. The market does strange things sometimes. And there's still opportunities in some things that may have died. So, but what these guys are going to invest in are going to invest in dogs with fleas, and that's all they're going to do. They're never going to win anything off it, but there's going to be a lot of money going into it. So if there's any exchanges that have, a stock presence on the NASDAQ or anything, I would invest in those, or NYSE. Those are going to make a good money because they're going to be making money on transaction fees. Now, how are we going to survive this FTX collapse? Oh God, who knows? Who knows how deep this is going to go? This may go all the way up, and you may start we may find out some crazy new things as we go along. But the point of it being is that this isn't the end. This really isn't. People are saying, it's like a bank going. No, it's not really like a bank. This is exactly like a Bernie Madoff. It's just a brokerage firm that stole money from his clients going bankrupt. That's all it is. Now, it doesn't have a lot to do with the market, but it does have it overall to market sentiment as an overwhelming amount. Because now people are like, they're the second biggest one, blah, blah, blah. They're not really exchanges, though. They're not. They're all the same as Robinhood. They're a brokerage. That's all they are. They're just not selling stocks. They're just selling cryptos, which are not regulated yet. So they're getting a little bit of oversight here, and they're kind of running wild. They will get some regulation. It probably will happen next year because of FTX. And what will happen is there will be a centralized exchange. Kind of like how stocks are. You have as many brokerages as you want, but everything goes through this one stock exchange. Now, in all the stuff coming out about FTX and SBF, people have been saying he was trying to create that for himself. True. That is a very lucrative position. I don't want to be the broker, but I want to be the exchange that everyone has to funnel through, right? Now, you have to funnel through, you have to pay taxes, you have to do all this crazy stuff. Problem is that he's doing a lot of shady stuff on the side. Now it comes out like, the quirkiness of being young entrepreneurs that are quirky and smart are now like, you're just a bunch of young people ditzing around, fucking each other, and now we lost all this money. So what the hell happened? Now, I will say this. I keep seeing more and more videos. I mean, people are attacking each other. YouTubers. One YouTuber's attacking another YouTuber. All this stuff, right? So people are attacking. Now we can bet it's like, this is like a prime example as to how you short things. Because you still can keep shorting this stuff, and it'll just keep getting lower and lower and lower, and you can still make a lot of money off of them. The thing is that these people keep going at it. Now, there's been I saw a couple YouTube videos about people like the financial YouTubers were all in on it. I don't think so. I think they're all young, and I say young being that you're younger than me by a decade, and that puts you somewhere in your early 30s. So I think a lot of young people, they got offered a lot of money, they just took it. They didn't really do a lot of due diligence, but they just took it. Now, is that wrong? Not really, because it's kind of like a 1099 employee. They got hired by FTX to promote FTX, and that's all they did. And they were graded on how many new accounts were made from their links. So it's an affiliate link program. They're just salesmen, and the company's no longer there, so they don't get paid. However, I don't think anything negative is going to happen to anyone. I don't think they're going to get arrested. I don't think they're going to go to jail. I don't think anything. However, they will have any funds or proceeds that were given to them by FTX, and even any gifts will be added up in value, will be part of a clawback. And that's what I said. It's like, if you're going to be a sponsor Two, you got to make sure that you have money set aside in case some bullshit like this happens. Now, I know for a fact that that a clawback is very reasonable, very possible. And since money has disappeared, they're going to have to get something. The bankruptcy court, and if it goes to the SEC or the FTC, they're going to have they are going to collect from somewhere. And since a lot of the money did go to YouTubers, they're going to have to claw it back. But now, court of public opinion, who knows? It's kind of 50-50. Some people are like, whatever. Other people are like, these fuckers cost me my life savings. So, you have to decide whether or not it's worth still watching. Do what they say is truthful. Some of it's good. Some of it's good advice. Some of it's not. Some aren't. Some it's mumbo jumbo. A lot of just jargon that they spew out to sound like they know everything. Some people do that. Some people not. There are a lot of grifters as well. There are a lot of great people who know what they're doing. Now, where it becomes a huge problem, which is going to affect us in investing in crypto, because my crypto arm of my investments is going to suffer greatly from this, is that you cannot anticipate the fast regulation of it. It's going to be very, very hard. Now, you'll have a grace period and all this other stuff. My thing is that we're probably going to no longer have hard wallets. Everything's going to have to be on a verifiable exchange. We're also going to have to, all the crypto exchanges are going to have to re-register as brokerages. And, of course, we'll have to file with the SEC and do quarterly reports and all this other fun stuff, right? As well as I have a PIN number. What I'm saying is that there's I forget the name of it, but it's a program that you would have, that a holdings firm that actually holds all of clients' funds. So what a lot of people don't understand is, like, brokerage firms, they don't actually have your stuff. What happens is, and the exchange doesn't have it, there's another company that holds your security. Like, your stock certificate doesn't go to you, doesn't go to Robinhood, it goes to that holding company. And it's going to have monthly registries there where they could pull up 10 random clients and say, okay, their accounts are verified in there. That's probably going to be coming to crypto. I could see that. I could see it getting more centralized as far as that happening, but it will all still be decentralized in some of the other aspects. The next thing that this is going to hurt is, one, market sentiment is going to be gone out of crypto probably for the next couple of years. Good if you're just coming in and you're thinking, hey, I still see opportunity. I still think this is another good time to keep getting in and keep going in and keep growing and slowly again. What I'm trying to say with this is that your price points will stay relatively the same. Nothing will, you'll go up, you'll go down, up and down, but you're not really going to have the volatility for a while. I think it's not going to happen until about summer of 2024. So you got about a year and a half, maybe 2 years, maybe. I was pretty right on how everything was going to happen in the crypto market up till now. I was talking with one of my buddies, and we're like, yeah, this is how we saw it happening. It's kind of close, but I wasn't anticipating something like this, like SBF scandal and everything, and 10 billion of clients' funds disappearing. Now people are doing bankruptcies and everything. You can't really discern how much is actually missing yet until the IRS fraud auditors get into the bankruptcy and start auditing the crap out of everything, because they'll find it. They'll put it all together and say, this is what it is. This is how much is missing. This is how much has to be paid back to the victims. And then they're going to say, oh, okay, so now everybody goes label from just participating in this to a victim. Now, this also leads to, how's this going to affect the overall economy, right? Well, if you're not investing that money, if they're not investing in stocks, you're not doing it, they're spending it. Now we're on to the big caveat here. Majority of people in crypto are young. Not a lot of old, not a lot of people my age in their 40s. I would say it's a lot of young people, a lot of between 18 and 28. And they're doing all the same things, trying to get rich with no money in their pocket. They're trying to get to the destination point by skipping all the waypoints in between. So we're kind of at a critical crunch here, where what's going to be there is going to be the hard drivers of the industry, which aren't enough to maintain volatility. So price will be stagnant. So of course, in the beginning of the year, there was no scammers, nothing. Like nobody was saying it was a scam. It was just like, I wish I had gotten in. I still see opportunity, everything. Now it's a scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. And people saying this about crypto. It's like, I'm gonna tell you right now. When I was in a broker, becoming a broker in the early 2000s, really the 1999, right before the crash, in the .com crash, I could tell you right now, same thing. People saying, I wish I invested. And then when the crash happened, it's a scam. I told you it was a scam. Why? It was a scam, waste of money, all this stuff. So, with that being said, I see the same thing happening, and we're going to have a nice long lull. Now, in crypto, it happens a little bit more, but it'll still get there. So, with that said, keep all that in mind as you invest. Don't go over crazy. Stay safe, guys. Invest in what you know and want. Always seek financial advice from a licensed financial advisor. And remember that a certified financial planner is there to help you get to where you want to be. And someone who is maybe a broker or works at like a brokerage firm is not necessarily there to help you get fiduciary responsibility. They're just there to say, hey, we're going to execute what you want to execute. This is what you want to do. We're going to do it. So keep in mind with that. Stay safe out there. See you guys next time. Make sure you don't spend your money on stupid stuff. That's all I could say. I'll check you guys later.